Speak It with Zoliswa. I'm so delighted that you are here with me today. Let me express my gratitude to you for liking the page and becoming one of over 500 souls from different corners of the world who are part of this community. I'm looking forward to us growing together towards the next levels of our lives in every aspect of interest in our lives. In case you've missed the introductory video, who am I? My name is Zoliswa Tshetshe. I was born in South Africa, in Port Elizabeth. I grew up between there and Fort Beaufort, a small town situated in the rural areas about 2 hours drive outside of Port Elizabeth. In case you're one of those community members who's persuaded by qualifications, I do have that too. I have a degree in psychology, post-degree studies in management, leadership development program, and an MBA degree. The majority of my career of over 20 years, yes, over 20 years, has been on working with people in different people management roles in the corporate world. I live in Johannesburg and still serve as an executive of people management in a global company. Now more on how you and I came to be connected on this platform. I have a deep passion for people development. As a result, I'm a certified transformation life coach, negative emotion therapy practitioner, neuro-linguistic programming practitioner, inner freedom coach, and internationally certified emotional intelligence practitioner. I'm also a published author of the book I Serve, which relays my story of how I found the authentic me. I'm also an inspirational speaker. So as a success coach, Speak It with Zoliswa is a platform I'm using to share the secrets I stumbled across in my journey in an effort to make yours easier. A few years ago, I had my attention drawn to how the mind operates. I remember sitting across the table at Ocean Basket, Sunning Hill, with a friend that I had not seen in almost 2 years. Tuli had moved from Pretoria to live in America after an expatriation by the company she worked for. So on this sunny Tuesday afternoon, she was giving me a rundown of the latest in her life and everything sounded too exciting. She was just too positive about life that at some point I thought, I wonder if my friend is not taking something. She's just too excited for my liking. Now, what was happening there? Both Tuli and I were looking at the same life and seeing it differently. She chose to see beauty all around, while I was obsessed with being a victim subjected to events and their subsequent experiences of life. She had taken charge of her life, while I was wishing mine away. Got it? When difficult times came, I would look around for a sign that says, the end. And guess what? It was nowhere to be found. You may recall a time, or even many times for that matter, when you wished you could have somebody else's life. Now think for a moment. What was it that made you feel your life was inferior to theirs? Did they appear to be healthier and fitter than you? Was it that their career was just blossoming while yours felt like it was stagnant? Did they live a rich life and had time to do the things they wanted while you felt like a slave trapped in a camp? Did you wish you had the kind of relationships they had with the people in their lives? Yes, yes? Does it sound like I'm reading your card there? Trust me, I'm not. Not today. I know these things because I was once there. I was once a prisoner in my own mind. To the extent that you have not yet figured out how to take charge of your own life, you too are a prisoner in your own mind. We all are. As if that's not enough, listen to this carefully now. This might change your life for the better. Have you ever asked yourself who holds the keys to your mind? The same mind that you are a prisoner of. Who holds the keys to it? And the answer is, you do. You hold the keys to the mind. Now I hear you saying, Zoliswa, so how does this mind mystery work? Let's assume that I'm aware that I'm in prison and I want out. Or maybe you're saying, Zoliswa, I'm okay in the prison that I'm in, but I want to call the shots in this prison. I want to go in and out as I please. Whichever way I choose, I want to know how to use my mind to serve me. Now, this is what I learned and started embracing a few years ago. Take note of this and be sure to record it. All things are created twice. First in thought, then in form. Got it? I said all things, everything is created twice. First in thought, then in form. I hear you saying, what are you talking about? Come with me, let's take a proverbial walk together here. Right now, you and I are communicating through a device, be it a phone, tablet, laptop, or desktop. How did it come about? It all began as a thought in someone's mind. It was even a crazy thought at some point. The first creation, which is the thought, is like a plan for a home that you wish to build. It's a design of how you would like an aspect of your life to look like. It uses the power of imagination and keeps adding dimensions to the blueprint until the full picture of the final product in the mind is crystal clear. Now, the golden principle is as follows. Take note of this as it is very important. Ready? The secret lies in vibrating at the wavelength of how the achievement of this dream of yours feels like. Got it? Look at the final product and imagine it has already manifested. How do you feel? Who do you share it with? What are the most important and exciting features of this final product for you? Allow yourself to get carried away in the feeling. And this is the reason I'm encouraging you to do so. Your mind is divided into two parts: the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. Now, your conscious mind is the goal setter. It uses the capacity to set a goal of what you would like to achieve in any aspect of your life. On the other hand, the subconscious mind is the goal getter. It's loyal and its job is to get the forces to come together and validate whatever the conscious mind would have set as a goal. Note this right here. We said that the subconscious mind is loyal. Over and above that, it's diligent and generous. It always seeks to prove a point of intention. What do I mean by that? Okay, note this. Whatever you put your attention to, the subconscious mind understands as your intention, and in its loyalty, diligence, and generosity, it brings you more and more of it. So if your attention is on something negative, you will attract more of it. The same applies when your attention is on something positive. More and more of it will come your way. A number of times, we, that is you and I, make the mistake of focusing on what we don't want as opposed to that which we want. In the process, we create the opposite of what we would love to see in our lives. Remember, if you have made a mistake on the plan for your home, the builder will deliver to you a finished product based on the erroneous spec. So when I stumbled on this secret, as adapted from Dr. Nelson Mandela's words, I said to myself, never, never, never again shall it be that I would be life's baseball. Remember, the state of creation continues, whether by design or by default. You may want to take the design after all because it's your life that you are holding. So why am I sharing this with you today? What's in it for me? Well, I have a dream. I have a dream that every human being will one day live in a universe where they are aware of life's principles. I have a dream that one day everyone will realize their role in improving the picture of the world as we know it today. Yes, I have a big, audacious, crazy dream that everybody will one day live the life they love. And this is my little contribution to that dream. Be sure to keep following Speak It with Zoliswa as we unpack more aspects of today's topic. Remember the following. 1. All things are created twice. First in thought, then in form. 2. The golden secret lies in the feeling. Vibrate at the wavelength of the achievement. 3. You are always creating, whether it is by design or by default. Share your comments about designing your own life here Is it in your mind? Then speak it with Zoliswa. Till next time, goodbye.